This is the Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealer.
Well, hello everybody and welcome to this week's episode of your Southwest Outdoors Report. I'm Barry Stokes, and I mentioned to you a couple of weeks ago that we are now officially in summertime across the Southwest region. And what that means is, I know we've had a little rain this week, I know it's been a little cooler, but it's going to get hot. And when it does, one of the best ways that I know of to catch all species of fish is to go night fishing. So, welcome to the night right now. It is pitch dark out here, no moon out, cloudy and overcast, and we are going to talk about what the fish do after dark and how you can plan and execute your strategy to go night fishing. And while we're out here doing this, we're going around the region for your very latest fishing reports from our team of reporters in the field from Louisiana to Oklahoma, to Texas freshwater, down on the Gulf Coast along both Louisiana and Texas, and we'll have the Lawrence Hot Lake of the Week, where we'll be featuring one of the most consistent bass producing lakes in the state of Oklahoma. A little later on Barry's Real Fishing, we'll show you how to catch hybrids cranking from the bottom up. We'll have the big catch of the week with a giant redfish and much more on this week's episode. So right now, I'm gonna get the Nitro Z8 out in the water, start checking out the fishing. While we do that, you go back to the FSN studios where Heather has your Chevy weekend planner.
Great news, everyone. The Saloon tables indicate that this Saturday will be the best day of the month for fishing. The peak times will begin Saturday morning about 10:40 and again in the evening at 11:13. This weekend we'll see the sun rising at 6:29 and setting at 8:40. Nights will be dark with the crescent moon only 2% visible. Have a fantastic time in the outdoors. Now back to Barry.
Okay, thanks very much, Heather. Put the trolling motor down. We've made it out here tonight. It's a nice, calm, warm night, no wind. And I'll tell you, there are at least two ways to catch them at night in the summertime. The first way is under a bright moon. If you get a clear, bright night, then you can catch them in a lot of places. Points, ledges, grass beds, timber. But tonight, we've got virtually no light in the sky. It's cloudy, overcast, spitting a little rain, dark of the moon. So what we're gonna do is look for bright, well-lit boat docks and boathouses like this one you see right here in the background. It's got lights all the way around it. They're shining down toward the water, and we'll tell you why those boathouses and lit boat docks attract fish right after this. Stay with us. Brian Hughes is up next with your Texas fishing and lake reports, and we'll see if there are any fish under that dock.
This is the Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealer.
There's one. Ooh, I got something right in front of these lights. Don't jump. Don't jump. All right. Well, it's a little white, something to get it going. Man, by the way, this is a great way to catch a bunch of white bass in the summertime at night. Welcome back, everybody. Your Southwest Outdoors Report is on the air doing a little night fishing on this week's episode. It's going to be getting hotter and hotter over the next couple of months. This is a great way to beat the heat and catch a lot of different kinds of fish. Now you can see I've pulled up under a dock that's got some really bright lights shining out over the water. That's a great way to catch them in the summertime. Why? Because the whole food chain is activated. The lights attract little bugs. The little bugs on top attract little bait fish and minnows. And the minnows attract, guess what? White bass, crappie, largemouth bass, stripers, everything comes to the lights in the summertime. So we've got a little something working here. We'll hang around and got a couple of coons walking around up there on the dock as well. So right now, let's check in with Brian Hughes and see what's going on with our Texas freshwater fishing report for this week.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Lone Star Lakes, brought to you by Snag Proof. Now last week I was telling you about hot summertime fishing, and we talked about cover and shade. Now every now and then you might get a summer rainstorm that'll help cool things off, but you sure can't count on it. So when the sun comes out and the heat goes up, start thinking about fishing deep. Now to do that, you want to go to main lake points and find the thermocline. You'll find that on your graph as a wide band somewhere around the 20-25 foot mark usually. Once you identify the thermocline, stay above that because there's very little oxygen below that line. Where that intersects with a point is where you'll start your deep water fishing. Now some of the best lakes for this include Conroe, O.H. Ivy, Falcon, and Lake Fork. You'll fish drop shot rigs, Carolina rigs, deep diving crankbaits, and even jigging spoons for vertical presentation. And if you can find cover on that point, such as some trees, bushes, or brush piles that have been planted, you're going to double your chances to catch summertime bass in Texas. Now, let's check in with Mr. Bill Olson. He's on the coast.
Hi folks, this week's report is brought to you by Killer Tackle by TTF, producers of the new Stingmate Stingray Sting First Aid Kit and Jellyfish Sting Relief Gel. Don't go wade fishing without them. They're available at your favorite tackle retailer or the website on the screen. Well, while Hurricane Alex just missed the Texas coast, its mere presence reminded us of a storm's potential impact. On the upper coast, Sabine, Galveston, and on southward to Matagorda will see increased bird activity as bait is carried out of the marshes and into the bays. Spoons and killer baits, new Hackberry Hustler rigged on a 1/4 or 3/8 ounce jig head will allow for long casts to reach feeding fish. Along the middle and lower coast, flats had more water pushed over their shallow surfaces. Estes and Daggers saw increased water, and fishing has improved as conditions recede. South of the JFK Causeway, the flats adjacent to the intercoastal also saw water levels increase. Anglers that position themselves where these flats drain into the intercoastal should find good numbers of specks and red schooling up on the flats. This weekend, both Saturday and Sunday have a double tide schedule of 2 high and 2 low tides each day. I'm Bill Olson, and I'll see you on the coast.
There's one right straight down. That's got to be a crappie, I bet. Decent crappie. Decent crappie right there. All right, well, we got crappie. We've got white bass. We've got little stripers. All kinds of stuff. When it gets nighttime, all the critters come out to play. We've seen snakes, we've seen raccoons, we've seen blue herons. It is incredible. The whole world comes to life at night. Even got a little shower coming over. Stay with us when we come back. Gary Dollahan is up next with your Oklahoma fishing report and more summertime night fishing.
The Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealers, is brought to you by Nitro Performance Bass Boats. Fish your best in a Nitro. By Stren, the standard of dependability. By Costa Sunglasses, see what's out there. And by Motor Guide, never stop.